Namaskar and welcome again to Planet to Soul Astrology. So friends, hope you all are doing wonderful, and today we are going to talk about ascendant lord and your past karma, your pending desires and your role in this life. How will be your life cycle? How will be your life events in this birth on this earth? How you will behave? Whatever we are doing on this earth, we are born as a human being, not as an insect, not as an animal, not as something else. Because maybe we already passed all those yonis, and due to our larger responsibilities, we are here as a human being. And then we have to pay off so many karmas towards this society and towards ourselves. By society, I mean that your near and dear ones, your family, and then social circle. And by individual, you came alone, you are going to go alone. In between is a life cycle. In between is your ascendant. In between is you, how you are going to behave, what you are going to give, how you are going to react. So many things you have to understand, and so many things you have to react on. Ascendant lord or ascendant house is totally depending on your past karma. Like you are taking birth in which ascendant sign, what time you are taking birth. Time also plays very, very important role. Which Rashi you are born, odd sign or even sign. So many things have to be targeted when we are assessing our pending karma, when we are assessing our purpose of life on this earth or our role on this earth. We feel that we have a family, we have office, we have work to do. That is external. Internal, you have been given some task through divine energy. Some may understand it, some may not understand it. For that understanding, your ascendant lord is mandatory and must. Your ascendant lord will only decide how will be your life cycle, how will be ups and down, what will be your success ratio, what will be your losing terms, what will be your profit and loss on this earth towards yourself and towards your family, towards your society. So you have to see who is your ascendant lord, where this ascendant lord is going in your horoscope. First thing, which house your ascendant lord is going, that house related karmic baggage you are carrying with you. First thing, that house related signification you have to fulfill. Third, whichever houses or rashis are aspecting that house or planets posited in that particular house along with your ascendant lord or aspecting your ascendant lord also plays very vital role. This is a very deep thing what I am trying to say. Within few minutes, I am very sure it is not possible. I am just giving you a rough idea about it. You are enough intelligent to dig down more, and I am sure you will do that. So what I want to say, just see where your ascendant lord, which house it is going. That is the first rule. Second rule is which sign your ascendant lord is going, which Rashi your ascendant lord is going. That Rashi is also getting activated. If it is a Surya or Chandra Rashi, then only one house or Rashi will get activated. Or if it is other Rashis than Surya Chandra, then definitely other houses connected to that Rashis are also getting activated. Say for example, your ascendant Lord is going in Tula Rashi, so Taurus sign is also getting activated. This is the most important secret, you can call it as. I am sharing with you all. The true Jyotish lovers will definitely utilize this rule very wisely, honestly, effectively and truly to help many to lead a happy and channelized life. Second rule, just see which nakshatra your ascendant Lord is posited. Correct? So that ascendant Lord nakshatra and that nakshatra Lord, you have to assess in your horoscope where it is going, which planet it is with, whether this nakshatra Lord is aspecting my ascendant Lord also. Then fantastic combination. If your ascendant Lord nakshatra is aspecting ascendant Lord itself, that is the bestest combination you have. I learned from my teacher, it is called as a Manikanchan Yoga. And the third and foremost rule is who is your ascendant Lord? Which planet is your ascendant Lord? That also plays very important role. I will give you simple example. If you are Taurus ascendant, so first what you have to see, Taurus Lord is Venus. In Taurus ascendant, second house of Venus is sixth house of Libra. So your birth, your purpose, your dedication, your life purpose or your pending desires will be towards yourself and towards your seventh Lord. But where this ascendant Lord Venus is going, say for example, this ascendant Lord if is going in seventh house of horoscope, then your whole life will circle towards your seventh house. You have taken birth for seventh house to fulfill the desire of seventh house related matters towards your spouse, towards your working partner, towards social status. And if this Venus is going in Scorpio sign, as I am giving you this example, so definitely your responsibility towards your spouse increases more, and some or other way your dependency will be totally on your spouse, or without your spouse you cannot do anything. Your work is pending towards your spouse in some janma. So again you have taken birth to fulfill or to get the desired fruit. It is not always that you only have to give. Maybe you have to get from your spouse. That is why you have taken birth. This is so very good. Then second rule. Which nakshatra this Venus is posited into? Now, say for example, if this Venus is of Jeshta nakshatra, that is of Mercury nakshatra, that means that your communication will only keep your relationship alive socially and in a personal level with your spouse also. Your love, your caring, your faithfulness will only keep you live, and that will only complete your pending desires. But because sixth Lord also is going in seventh house, that means that your partner may work for you, or your partner will never ask you that what you have given me, because that is by default, by karmic activity this is there. Some people may find it very weird, oh nothing his wife is or her husband is saying nothing to him or her, then always giving seva and taking seva. No, this is your karmic cycle. And if this Venus is accompanied by Surya like planet, then 110% your spouse and you will behave like a parents, like you will take care like a parent to your spouse. Because in some birth, maybe your spouse was your mother or father, whose caretaking was not done properly. That is why you are on this earth. Even if Surya is aspecting this Venus or in connection with this Venus, then also same thing may come. Or in Surya Nakshatra also sometimes, not in Scorpio sign, if it is going in another sign, then also you have to see in this way. Then third thing comes into action. We talked about Venus, which is the Venus. So your pending desire, your karma, your soul purpose is towards Venetian activities. You will be very much fun loving person, and maybe you will lack in making female friends, even or if you have many female friends, but you will always lack that some or other way. I am not able to keep connectivity with females. That is the curse what you have brought. Read your horoscope this way. And then ascendant house, always you have a circle towards yourself and your spouse, and towards public. Social reputation may get affected because of Scorpio Venus. You may get misunderstood because this is your karmic cycle. Whatever I am saying, that is why particular planet has come in particular nakshatra, in particular house, in particular sign. And then Mars comes into existence. That is the another rule. This Venus is posited in Mangal Rashi. Then see the Mars position in your horoscope. So you are more passionate, you are more stubborn towards fulfilling your desires through your spouse. Because in some birth, maybe your spouse also could not fulfill your desire. Maybe that time she or he was your spouse, or no, you do not know that. But this is the way how you come to know what is my purpose on this earth, or what is my karma, pending desire, my past karma, why I have taken birth. So many things you can include in this. So just start looking at your horoscopes, just make study on it, and let me know in my comment box. And stay tuned with Planet to Soul Astrology. Sabka Mangal ho. May all be blessed. Namaste. Thank you.